Hello and welcome to a College of Worcester User Services training video. In this video you will see how College of Worcester professors can create a blog for a class. This video only shows you how to set up the technology. You'll have to develop the concept and blend it into your course on your own or in collaboration with the team in instructional technology. You'll also need to have previously registered for an account on Voices. If you haven't done that yet, don't fret. Just click this link and watch the video there to find out how to register. Then come right on back. Once you've got those prerequisites taken care of, there are really only three parts of the process. Number one, create a blog. Number two, confirm that your students have registered as Voices users. And finally, add your students to the blog. Creating a blog. Navigate to voices.worcester.edu. From here, log in. When you're logged in, you will have this bar across the top. It'll be customized for you. It'll look a tiny bit different from mine, but it will have a My Blogs navigation button and a Create a Blog one, and that's the one that you want to click. Very simple form to create a blog. All you need is to tell it what domain name you want it to have, and this can be anything that isn't already taken. So it can be My Amazing Blog, and you can call it My Amazing Blog here. This is the title that external users will see. If you want it to appear in search engines, say yes. If you don't, click no, and bang, your blog is created. What we're going to do right now is go in and customize our blog a little bit. Now you see when I go over my blogs, you see the My Amazing blog, and you want to go to the dashboard of that blog. This is the time when you need to make sure that all of your students have already registered on Voices. They can confirm that by going to Voices and trying to sign in. If they can successfully sign in, then they are registered for Voices, and you can then add them to your blog, which is the next step that we're going to do. In order to register people to a blog, you need to go into the Plugins folder and enable a plugin. Plugins are little widgets that add functionality to WordPress blogs. So these are all the widgets that are available. You're going to scroll down to the S's, and the one we're going to use, I just went past it, is Simple Import Users. By default, all of these plugins are deactivated, so you just need to click Activate, and it will tell you that it's activated, and then you can use it. To use the plugin, you go down to the Tools menu right here. When you click it, it now has an item in it that says Import Users. Before I activated that plugin, this line would not have been here, but it is now, and I click on it. Now you get this very simple form. In this part of the form, you type the email addresses, and they have to be Worcester email addresses, one per line. Here you can set a role for them. The role will determine how much control they have over the blog. The usual choices are author or contributor. An author can create their own posts, comment on other people's posts, and publish their posts onto your blog. A contributor is able to write posts and comment on other people's posts, but their posts have to be approved by either an administrator or an editor in order to be published on the web. Typically, professors give students either author or contributor status, depending on how much control they want to have over what is ultimately published onto their website. I'm going to choose author for mine. Now, what this form does is, number one, it adds these users as users of your blog, and number two, it registers any user that is not already registered. So remember, I told you that you should have all of your students register first. The truth is that that's not absolutely necessary. but letting them register allows them to customize their registration. The most important customization that it gives them is determining what their password is. So I recommend that you do let your users register for themselves. I'll show you what happens. rcroft is not registered, and helpdesk.worcester.edu is registered, and you'll see the difference between those two things. The other settings affect the email that is sent to the people that you're subscribing to your blog, and it just tells them what's happened. In the case of new accounts, it gives them their username and their password. In the case of existing accounts, it just gives them a confirmation email to let them know that it's happened and to show them where to log in. So I'm going to import these users, and what you'll notice is the account that I told you had not already registered was created. So rcroft is now a created user, and both of them were added to the blog. We don't see helpdesk in this first item up here because helpdesk already existed as a user. It just wasn't attached to the blog previously. If you have all 20 or 30 or 10 or however many students and you put them all in that sheet, there's no limit to the number you can put in there, you'll get a report that tells you the status of each one of them. And hopefully they will all just be in this category down here. Once you're done, you can browse over to users, and you will see here's rcroft in my users list and helpdesk in addition to me. So that's one way that you can confirm that it all worked. Thanks for watching our video. If you want to find out more about using Voices, just go to the Voices website, voices.worcester.edu, and check out some of these support videos.